Hey, First Violins, here's your practice video for the verse of your song to work out all the really tricky rhythms that are in this section. You have the metronome going on at 62, which is what the piece lists, and I'm going to at first just go measure by measure multiple times before we run the whole thing. Make sure you have your counting written in that we did in class. And then it's very helpful as well to put slashes where each of those big beats are so you can know exactly what note has that click on it or what note your foot should be tapping on. All right, so here is the first measure of verse 1, so measure 3. This one's not too bad. So we're starting on the end of 1, so it'll go like this. 1. Okay, so nice separate little 30-second notes. Here it is again. 1. Okay, and one last time. 1. All right, now our next measure, you're tying over an F into beat 1. Watch out again, remember the key signature has B flats, E flats, and A flats in it. So here's measure 2 of the verse, measure 4, and 1. Okay, again, and 1. One more time, and 1. Alright, now the next measure, measure 5, one of the harder ones, you're coming in on the of beat 1. Think of that as a pick up into beat 2. Alright, and then you have ties over beat 3, ties into beat 4. Alright, so here's measure 5. 1. Okay, again it goes 1. And again, if you're playing with a metronome, it's helpful to hear that you need to hold through into beat 3 and then change right before the next beat, hold into beat 4 on that 16th note, and then change right after beat 4. All right, one more time. Here's measure 5 again. 1. Okay, next one, measure 6. Your 30-second notes have a G flat in them, so low 2, put your low 3 right next to it. G flat, same as F sharp, remember? All right, so here's measure 6, and 1. And I played that first A is just a little short. Let's try it again. And 1. Okay, again, and 1. Okay, so that one's a little bit trickier. Spend some time on that. And now we have measure 7. Again, think of this as a pickup into the second beat, which is a triplet. And then at the end of beat 3, you have the E flat, and then right into beat 4, E natural, regular 1. So you're going to be switching from low 1 to regular 1. All right, so here's measure 7, and 1. Okay, and that ties into the next measure. But let's do that one again, and 1. Okay, so now measure 8. There's that slash mark that goes from the G to B. That's a slide. We're not going to do that, though. Don't worry about it for now until we get the rhythm down. All right, but here's 8 right on it. Okay, so that 16th note F happens on beat 3. Don't try to do a pickup. Try it again. And 3, 4. And one more time. And rest. All right, next one, we got some quick 30-second notes again. We have B flat still. So here's almost to the end, measure 9. 1. One more time, and 1. Okay, and then we have our 2/4 bar followed by our 4/4. Here's those two measures together. Here's our last 2. And 1. All right, one more time. And 1. And then you'd rest for the next 2 beats. All right, so go back and play each of those measures as many times as you need to until you can hear and feel where each of those beats lay. If it's still bugging you, remember, break it up into smaller pieces. Can you play just beat 1? Can you play just beat 2? Try putting those 2 beats together and then doing the whole measure. Okay, so here's a run through of the entire verse. Okay, here we go. Ready? And 1. do it one more time. I wasn't totally in love with my measure 6. I think that could have been a little bit better. So let's do it again. Here we go. And 1. There you go, it's a little bit better. That 16th rest in measure 6, it's super short. You really have to get right after that downbeat to play that in time. All right, any questions, come and see me in class. We'll be doing this as a sectional as well, but just keep on counting and feel those big beats.